Hi, it's Steve. Today we'd like to show you how to change the recirculating hose on your top load washer. It's a really easy repair. Let me show you how we do it. Now, to do this repair, we will need a lot of access at the back of the washer. That may involve removing the inlet fill hoses, so be sure to turn the water off first. Pull the washer forward, disconnect the cord from the outlet so we have no power going to the washer, and then we're ready to start the repair. Now, once we're at the back of the washer, we're going to remove these 1/4-inch hex head screws that secure that back panel to the cabinet. Be sure to hold it in place as you remove the last screw, and then we need to pull that away from that tab on the drain hose mounting bracket. You may need to depress that tab slightly so that it will clear. Then lift it away from the base of the washer cabinet and set it aside. Now next, we're going to remove this single screw that has the clamp for that hose attached to the outer tub. It's a 5/16 hex head screw. Remove the screw, and then we'll slide that clamp off of there as well and set it aside to use on the new one. Next, we'll remove the clamp from the outlet of the pump. Now, there may be some water that is in that area, so you'll need something to clean that up. Simply squeeze the clamp together, slide it up onto the hose, and then we'll pull that away from the pump. We'll remove that clamp and transfer it onto the new hose. Now, you'll note that there is a little notch on the end of that recirculating hose that lines up with the tab on the outlet from the pump. So we're just going to lay that new hose alongside of the original, fit it onto the pump, making sure that that notch lines up. It's pressed down firmly until it bottoms out. We'll then reposition the clamp. We'll also attach the new hose to the side of the tub. We'll slip that clamp into place and reinstall the retaining screw. We can then put the back onto the washer, and then we'll go and raise the main top and remove the old hose from the tub and attach the new one to the tub cover. Now, before we lift that main top up, what we want to do is secure the lid to it first. So we'll just take some duct tape, tape the lid to the main top, be sure that we don't carry that duct tape down to the cabinet. Now next, we'll take a thin putty knife, and we're going to go in through this gap between the main top and the cabinet, and we'll locate a couple of spring clips that hold that top in place. Locate them with the putty knife and then line them up on it. Push back and depress that spring clip. At the same time, we'll lift up on the top. And then see the location of that spring. Hold it in place. Do the same on the opposite side. Once we've released the top from the springs, we're then ready to tilt it into an upright position. Now, because that top is quite heavy, you'll either want to have somebody hold it in place, or better yet, we'll take a lanyard, secure it to the top and to the frame around the top of the cabinet and allow it to support itself. Make sure the washer is pulled far enough forward. Lift that top up, and we'll use one of these holes on the metal tab on the bottom side of that top to attach our lanyard to. And as well, we'll pick one of the holes through the frame on top of the cabinet, and that will support it in place. So next, we'll locate that clamp that secures the hose to the tub cover. Again, we'll compress it with a pair of pliers. just slide it back onto that hose away. Pull the old hose off, feed it up through. We'll transfer that clamp to the new hose. Just make sure it doesn't drop down on that hose. Then position the new hose on the inlet to the tub cover. Press it all the way on. Reposition that clamp. We can discard the old hose, and then we're ready to put the main top down. So again, we'll just support that top, tilt it forward, remove our lanyard, and then we're going to lower that top down. We'll try to line up these two tabs with the holes in them with the two mounting studs on the top of that frame. Once we have that lined up, we're just going to press down firmly on that top so that it engages the two spring clips. We'll then remove the tape that secured the lid. We can now go to the back of the washer and reinstall that back panel and prepare to put the washer back into place. Now, when reinstalling that back panel, we want to make sure that we engage these two tabs on the bottom into these two notches that are cut into the base frame. So line those up carefully, tilt the panel into place, secure one side with a screw, make sure that the tab on the bracket that secures the drain hose engages and pops out to the outside of that panel. And then we'll just go ahead and install the rest of the retaining screws. Now we're ready to push the washer back into position. With the washer pushed back into place, you can reconnect the fill hoses if you've removed them for the repair. Turn on the water supply and check for leaks. We'll reconnect the drain hose, reconnect the power, and your repair is complete.